Hello YouTubers, today I'm gonna be going over one of the bill paying apps that I currently used, and the purpose of this video is to help you choose which bill paying app is best for you. Not every one of them is perfect, but as far as like trial and error, for the past month I have been trying a lot of these applications one at a time. I tried, for example, Truebill. I also tried Prism, which is here. As you can see, Prism, this is another bill paying app. And then after trying Prism for a couple of weeks, I ended up settling for this application here that you see on the with the green icon, and it is called Bills Organizer. So this is the app that I'm currently using to manage my bills. Now the app is very limited, just the same as the other bill paying apps. This is not going to be a fully managerial app, and overall, billing and transactions and doing the whole 9 yards to include income taxes and all that stuff like you have in Quicken, for example. These applications are designed just for the purposes of having to pay bills that are like on a recurrent basis, and for example, utility bills such as light bill, water bill, which is paid quarterly if you own a home. Also subscriptions such as Apple Care Plus, Apple TV, you name it, antivirus software, pay your rent, pay your mortgage, and a couple of other things that you can add there. Now from my personal experience, when I was using Prism, I had a problem there in which I was not able to postpone dates, and that really threw me off because at some point in time, if you cannot pay a bill on that due date, you always tend to postpone it. And then what happens with Prism is that it only gives you a limited amount of days that you can postpone the bill. So therefore it wasn't working out for me, because why would I not be given that option? And I contacted Prism, and I still, until this day, I have not gotten back from them. So Total Bill Organizer does allow me to postpone a bill indefinitely to whatever day I want to postpone it. So I'm going to be giving you today, I'm going to set up this account. If you see here this ads, you're easily able to remove the ads by doing an in-app purchase. And what you would have to do is you would have to go to the settings app down here, and you would have to select under features. And if you select features, you're gonna get an option there to remove ads free. It's $1.99, which I have done on my version, and also to have unlimited accounts features, $2.99. I have done both, and I mean 3 + 2 is $5, and it's pretty worth doing it. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna prepare a list here of the bills that I'm gonna add, and then by doing so, I am going to be transferring and adding these bills on the bills tab. The bills organizer app has these tabs down below: bills, calendar, accounts, a chart, and the settings. So bills, this is where you can see all your bills that are due, and anything that is coming up, you go to the calendars tab, and then the account is where you can manage all of your accounts. So I'm going to be doing that now. Okay guys, so I have written like these 4 sample accounts. The first account that I'm going to add is actually going to be a payday. Now Bear in mind that these are just like sample accounts, so they're not my physical accounts. On the phone that I am recording the video for, I have the full functional bills organizer accounts, and I will let you see that, but this is just to give you an idea as to how to add accounts. So this here is an income. Now I'm going to add the income is going to be bi-weekly, every 15 days. Now some people get paid weekly, other people get paid every 15 days, and government employees in general, they get federal employees in general, they get paid like every 30 days. So I'm adding like two bills, as you can see here, AT&T Internet, and this bill gets paid monthly, $60 a month, and I'm gonna add the FPL light bill. So since I am in the East Coast in Florida, the company is Florida Power and Light. In your area, it could be different. Whoever is the company that manages light utilities. Now the last or the other account that I'm adding is going to be a subscription. This is Apple TV Plus. Excuse my writing. This is going to be subscription. So you get the idea. And then we're going to add here the last. We're going to add rent, or you can substitute this with mortgage. So just like an example, we're going to put here that it's done monthly, and you're going to see what I'm talking about when I told you that it could be postponed. So rent monthly, and then we're going to put we're going to set this at $900. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts. So just let me give you the idea as to how to go about and adding the account. So the first bill I'm going to be adding is going to be the payday. So I'm going to click here on this plus sign, and I'm gonna name this. You have to capitalize. I'm gonna name this payday direct deposit. So there it is, payday. I gave it a name, payday direct deposit. So my next step is gonna be the amount due. So as you can see here, I wrote on my notes, I wrote that I'm supposed to be receiving on this sample account $1,900 bi-weekly. So that's my payday, $19 even. And the next payday, if it's going to be, in this specific case, it's going to be bi-weekly. So let's say that I get paid bi-weekly every 15 days. That means that, for example, my next payday is going to be December 25th, which falls on Christmas of 2020. And then the type of accounts, instead of being payable, is going to be receivables. So this is not a payable account because it's not a bill, but it's actually an income. And then category, you have so many options to choose from, whether if it's, PayPal, whatever. So I'm just going to name this like, we're going to see. Let's see what category can we give it. So as you can see, the bills organizer has a lot of options that you can choose from. Look at this, bills, look at all this. So we're gonna choose I don't know, we'll just choose cash. That's cash at hand. So, and then the frequency, it repeats every, and so on. So I'm gonna put here, it repeats every 2 weeks, every 15 days. So that means that once I add this account, if I get paid on December 25th, my next 15 days, my next pay period should fall on January 8th. So I'm gonna hit save, and then you can see it's all set up. So you can see that it gives you, the application already gives you like a sum of description for the next 2 months in advance. So as you can see, I have my following pay period, which falls on December 25th, which is Friday, Christmas. And then I also have my income for the month of January, which is it's going to be January 8th, just like I told you, and 15 days later will be January 22nd, and 15 days later should be February 5th, and so on. So now, since I'm trying the ad account without removing the advertisements, I do not know if it's going to allow me to add additional accounts, but I'm about to try. So the next account I'm going to add is going to be a bill. It's going to be AT&T Internet. So here I go. I'm going to type, I'm going to type AT&T Internet, and the amount I set it at $60 monthly, so it's gonna be $60. We're gonna say that this bill is gonna be due on December 25th, just for the, or you know what, let's say it's gonna be due tomorrow, because today is December 23rd, so we're gonna say that it's due on the 24th of every month. So now I go to types, and it is a payable because it is a bill. Category, I'm gonna search for any category that fits best. So we're gonna see if I can, internet right here. So I found the best category, and now the frequency is monthly. So this happens every month. So here I am, I'm gonna add the account. Oh, look, so it did allow me to add another account. So as you can see here, these are all the bills that I have due for December. So I have already added my first bill, because the first entry, it was my sample direct deposit, so it was an income. So as you can see, the little denotation of that arrow facing down, in my view, it symbolizes there is an income. So that means income, anything that is coming in into your pocket, so into your account. So, and anything else that doesn't have the arrow is expense, so it is a bill. So as you can see, I have added already 2 accounts. So I have added my payday, which is an income. I have added AT&T Internet, and now I'm gonna add FPL. So we're gonna add the light bill. I hope that it allows me, since I'm working on a sample account. I haven't done the purchase. I'm using another phone. I'm using my son's phone. So I'm gonna put here FPL light bill. Oh, and to let you know, guys, FPL light, electricity, I should say electricity. And to let you know, guys, I have also created on Reddit, I have created a subreddit called, the subreddit topic is called Bill Organizers Apps, Bill Organizer Apps. So I'm gonna post it there on this YouTube video, and in case you're interested in joining, that subreddit, you're welcome to do so. I'm gonna post the link on the video. So the FPL light bill, electric. So the FPL light bill is due on monthly, and it's gonna be for $150. And I'm gonna say this is due on the 25th of every month. It is a payables account, and category, I'm gonna search for the category. We're gonna search for electric utility. So I might want to go to utility, search for the U, because this is sort of in alphabetical order. Oh no, a service. It could be a service also. There is no category, there is no sub category as utility, but we're just gonna name it a service. So we're gonna name it service. And the frequency is going to repeat every month as well. So I put that it's due on the 25th. So once I hit save, there you can see that the bill is due. Let me see. Okay, I know what happened. For some reason, when I added the account, I must have added 2020. That is correct. I added it. For some reason, it defaulted to December 1st, so I'm gonna, it can be fixed, so I'm gonna edit that. I do not know if it could be a bug or whatever the case may be, but anyways, we're gonna change it back to the 25th. This has happened on my account, and instead of semi-monthly, it's monthly. It's supposed to be due monthly. So I'm gonna hit save here, and let's see, for all bills. So it's gonna ask you, do you want to change whatever changes I just made? It's gonna ask you if I attempted to do it for one frequency or for all. So I'm gonna put all. Update, and there you go. Okay, that fixed the problem. So you can see their FPL is doing the 25th. So I have added FPL. Now I'm gonna add Apple TV. So I'm gonna come here and add Apple TV Plus, and if you want to, give it a denotation to know that there is a subscription. So just type subscription, And that's what I've been doing on on my main account. So this is a subscription, and we set this subscription to be set at $15 a month. So there, $15 a month. Also, it's going to be due on the 25th. So the reason why I'm doing the due dates is because I'm going to show you something later on. It is a payable account by default. It defaults to payable. The category we're going to put it is a subscription. So I do not have any category name subscription, but I'm going to put service. And this is due. It's going to be due as well. It's going to be due every month. So that means that it's going to be due on the 25th of every month thereafter. So there it is. And then the last, the last entry, there's the subscription. The last entry is going to be the rent. So, you all have to pay your rent. And when is your rent due? On the 1st, right? Rent is due on the 1st. But there are instances where you cannot pay your rent on time, like now that we're going through all these problems with the pandemic and all this stuff. So you have to postpone some things. If you work something out with your landlord or your bank, if it's a mortgage, then you can work something out and you can always postpone. So that's what I want to get at. I want to show you on the app how you can postpone your payments. So instead of 2020, since it's January, we're going to put 2021, and this is a payable. And the category, I have to choose a category, and I gotta find rentals. There it is. There is a category for rent there. So, and the rent is due every month. We know it's due every month. Now, some landlords are gonna give you, you're gonna have the opportunity to pay the rent between the 1st and the 5th. If you pay mortgage, it's gonna be, you get like 15 days. You get that privilege for having a mortgage on your bank, or it may do on a different date, the 15th and so on. So anyway, so as you can see here on all of my bills that are due, any bill that I have, upcoming bills that I have, is going to be in the top portion of the app. So up here it's going to be where upcoming bills are due, and as you can see on this and this vertical tab on the left is colored by orange, and then anything green is like coming after, any bills that are coming after. For example, this is for the month of January, and this is for the month of February. Now, if it was red, it would be that it would mean that the bill is already due. So let's say, for example, so now that I have added the bills, I'm gonna put this away. I no longer need that those notes. So I'm going to show you how this works, how neatly this works now. So let's say, for example, that the FPL bill, although it's due on the 25th, I want to pay it today. Today is the 23rd. So all I have to do is swipe to the left and I mark as paid. And that's it. So on the top, right on the top portion of the app, you're gonna see these two tabs. One is coming up, one is called upcoming, and the other one is called paid. So if I tap on the paid, it's gonna show the bill that I just paid, and this was paid today. So any bill that has been paid now is gonna show here. So let me go back to upcoming. So this is what I wanted to get through. So let's say, for example, that for some reason or the other, I just couldn't pay, I couldn't pay the AT&T, well, I'm not going to choose a subscription because subscriptions are usually already like enrolled in auto debit, so it'll automatically go through. But let's say the internet, for say, in this sample account, I don't have the internet set in auto pay. So what I want to do is that I want to postpone it. So instead of paying it on the 24th, I won't be able to get it paid on the 24th. So instead, I'm gonna pay it on the 31st because for some reason I should be getting some additional monies that it's not part of my direct deposit for whatever the reason may be. So all you have to do is you swipe to the left, you click on edit, and then you go to the due date, and then you change your due date. And then we chose the due date to be the 31st. So there I have changed the date and I hit save. Now it's going to ask me, do you want to change this frequency for this bill only or for all future bills? In this case, you would choose select this bill only, the tab, and it's only going to postpone that bill alone. So as you can see here, the AT&T bill that was due for the 24th or 25th has been postponed until the 31st. Now with the other app that I was using, Prism, it gives me only a limited option, and I'm gonna show you. I don't have Prism set up yet, but this is what Prism, just so you can have an idea what the Prism app is, and I'm gonna do a review on that one. So anyways, Prism wouldn't allow me to postpone this. It would only give me like a specific amount of days that I can postpone. Like past the 31st, it would be just graded out. It wouldn't allow me. And with this app, I have no I have no limitations on how many days or what days I can postpone. So let's say, for example, here, I mean, this is a great feature that not all the bill paying apps that I have tried have this feature. So let's say, for example, the rent is due on January 1st. But let's say that for some reason, you're going through a struggle, we're in the middle of the pandemic, you already spoke with your landlord and he said it was okay to pay on January 22nd. And, you want to have your bills, you want to have your bill reminders on time. So let's say, you made a deal with your landlord. The landlord said it was okay to pay on January 25th. On January 22nd, which is your next direct deposit. So all I have to do is swipe to the left, hit edit, and then we're gonna go here, and instead of choosing January 5th, we're gonna move this all the way to January 22nd. And there, the bill has been postponed. Now, once you hit save, it's gonna ask you, do you wanna do it for this frequency or you wanna do it for all? It's only for this month, for the upcoming months of January, that you are postponing your rent from January 1st to January 22nd. And all you have to do is save, and that's it. If you go scroll down here to January 22nd, you're gonna see that the rental bill, your rental due date has been changed to January 22nd. And if I'm not mistaken, you can also edit the amount, not just the due date, but the amount. Since you're paying on January 22nd, let's say the landlord agreed, but the landlord is going to charge you $25 fees. So you can change this to $9.25, because although he did allow you to pay the rent late, he's going to have to charge you, that late $25 payment. So there you go again, you update it, you say yes. So there you go. On the 22nd, instead of paying $900, you're only going to pay $925 instead. But the app does allow you to postpone any bills. I had great difficulty with Prism. I contacted their customer support many times, and I told them, why don't you allow for the user to change the due date? This criminal that you're not allowing this feature, especially when I created the account. It's not like I was linking, because the difference between Prism and this bill organizer app is that in Prism, you can actually link your accounts directly to the vendor. So for example, AT&T, I can log in with my username and password, and it'll bring up all the information, the due date and everything. And it does allow me to postpone, but I'm limited to the amounts of days that I have. And I understand, because this is a linked account. But what if I created the account without linking it? Prism should allow me to postpone it to any given date. So that is, an outline of what this bills organizer app looks like. And also, like I told you, I have created a subreddit called Bill Organizer Apps, and I'm gonna be posting a link of this video to that subreddit as well. Another thing that I wanted to show you is the all the time that we have spent here, the past 19 minutes, has been on the bills tab down below. So there are other tabs, like the calendar tabs. It tells you the due dates. If you click on the specific date, it's going to tell you what bills are due on that day. So if I click on the 31st, it hasn't. I see the AT&T bill that we postponed it for December 31st. Since this bill was postponed, it's denoted by the color red. So that means, it's like a warning. Look, you got to be careful with this bill. Although you made an arrangement, it's very important. So any bill that is due and coming due anytime soon is denoted by orange. And if you go to the next month, here are additional bills that that are not due now, but until the following month. And my apologies. I think that the color does not mean that the bill is in any type of danger, but it's just like upcoming bills. Now, I'm gonna go back to the bills tab because I wanted to show you this other feature, which is very neatly. I love it. And it is this feature here that what you see in parentheses is any income that you have, and then on the right is any expenses. So at least you can have an idea for that pay period what you can count on. So there is a way that you can add, this is for the entire month, what you would be paying in an entire month, but there is a way that you can go to settings and you can change this feature to reflect as well, not just months, but also bi-weekly, every pay period. So let me see if I can enable that feature here. Start screen, bills, number of bills, create a backup, authenticate, enable. Well, I cannot find the feature here, but oh, here it is. It's down here. You see the feature that says this option that says weekly totals in upcoming bills. So you can also see, so once I have selected that and I go back to the bills tab, I can see not only what my income and expenses are for the entire month, but I can see what my weekly expenses and weekly incomes are as well, so that I can have a better idea of how I am managing my bills. So for the entire month of January, you can see here that I would have a total income of $3,800 and overall expenses of $1,150. But for that first pay period, I don't have any upcoming bills due until January 22nd, which is the rent, $925, and it has been added there. The next week, I would have additional expenses of $225, which includes 3 bills: the light bill, electricity, the Apple TV Plus subscription, and the last one, the internet, the AT&T internet. And then it jumps back to February. So these are additional cool features that the other app that I was using, Prism, does not have these features. It only has like an overall income and expenses for the entire month, but it's very, very different than the amount of details that Bill's organizer here gives you. So the next tab is calendars. I already went over it. The following tab is accounts, and here you can see all the accounts that I have added. Let me bring back the notes. So those are the accounts that I added. As you can see, the payday is there, AT&T internet, FPL electricity, electric bill, the subscription of Apple TV Plus, and the rent. So here you're able to manage your accounts. You can view, and if you need to make any changes, it would allow you to, if you want to add an account number, whatever you want to do, all those changes, to change the name, whatever it is. Another neat feature that it has this chart so that you can have an idea what are your expenses versus your income and how you can manage better so it gives you feedback. And the last tab is going to be the settings, and as I have told you, if you want to remove the ads, you will have to pay $199, and to have unlimited account features, it will be $299. It's approximately $5 on the Apple Store. I'm not sure that they have this application available also at via Android, operating system. I'm not really sure, but it does allow you to back up your data, your information, and with your user ID, you're able to restore all data, like in iCloud, for example. So it does allow for restorement. So if you lose your phone for whatever reason, you can always, as long as you are able to recover your personal account, your iCloud account, you should have all that data, all that information available. Now, one downside of this app is that as you just saw me, I have to enter by hand every single one of these account entries, and it's not easy to do that on the phone. So Prism, on the other hand, it does allow you to link accounts by entering username and password, but in contrast of the features that this application has over Prism, I prefer Prism. And I prefer, my apologies, I prefer this app, Bill Organizer. and I prefer it over the other applications that I've been using as well, because I tried a tons of apps there. I mean, I lost count of how many apps I tried, like around 15. There's a whole industry of bill organizer applications out there. But as of now, for $5, Bills Organizer is the one that I'm using. It's my everyday go-to, bill organizer account, and I recommend that, to manage your bills so you're not late on your bills, you don't fall behind. I really definitely recommend this application. Thank you again, YouTubers.